Yeah, BY3 the hallway. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Live from 85, back at it again, man. The realest one on the net. Y'all know what it is. Boss Talk with Business. Y'all make sure y'all like these videos, share these videos, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Don't skip any ads. Alright, y'all, let's get right to it. Bill Cosby. Now, y'all can refer back to my other video that I had dropped about Bill Cosby when all this first happened. Now, Bill Cosby was sentenced from 3 to 10 years, and everybody knows the allegations and everything, whether no longer really allegations, being that he was convicted and he's serving time on it now. Right now, he's in prison at the SCI in Phoenix, in Pennsylvania. What's called SCI Phoenix, and it's in Pennsylvania. All right, now, Bill Cosby, he's allowed 15 minutes on the phone every day. So for him to do this interview that I'm about to talk about, he had to make a bunch of calls back and forth for them to get the whole interview done. Now, recently, he did an interview with Black Press USA. And I went and I looked up the article and I read the whole thing. And I'm going to read out what Bill, well, mostly the big highlight of the whole interview, what Bill had to say about being sentenced and his remorse and coming up for parole. Now, this is Bill Cosby quote. I have 8 years, 9 months left. When I come up for parole, they're not going to hear me say I have remorse. I was there. I don't care what group of people come out and talk about this, they weren't there. It's all a setup. The whole jury thing, they were imposters. It's something attorneys will feel that, okay, it's something that any attorney would feel to tell you that it's called a payoff. I know what they're doing. I know what they done to my people. My people will view me and they will say, damn, that boy looks good. That boy is strong. I have too many people that I have sat down with, too many heroes whom I've listened to, like John Henry Clark, Kenneth Clark, and Dorothy Heights. Those are strong people. They saw the rejection of our people. This is all political. Now, that was Bill Cosby. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is a real sensitive topic to touch on, right? Because most people feel that Bill has been wrongly imprisoned, but then you have the other half that feels like he's where he belongs. Now, Bill Cosby, I'm not for sure how old he is. I know he's in his late 80s, but there's two sides to look at this. Now, like I say, I'm not being biased. I'm just giving my opinion on it, and it's just an opinion, y'all. So don't crucify me for it. All right. When a man is locked up, right, you're already convicted. So he's already convicted. He said himself, he has 8 years, 9 months. So when you're already convicted and you're locked down, most people will go ahead and admit their guilt, especially if they have a home date. But being that Bill is old, it's a good chance that he might not make it out. But he's still holding on to, I'm not going to say his innocence because he's not saying nothing didn't happen, but it's more to the line of where he's insinuating that they knew what were happening or whatever, right? And then put in perspective that all of this happened 35 years ago, and I'm down for women's rights. I really am. I have 4 sisters. I have a daughter. I understand it all. But my sisters and my daughter will also know if something happens, you say it then, you don't wait. Because the longer you wait, the more it doesn't look right. Just in my eyes. Not saying that nothing didn't happen, but you should speak on it right then. All right, and then we're going to talk about Bill not being remorseful. Bill says that he has 8 years, 9 months left, and he would not be remorseful. Now, everybody's out keep reporting about when he goes to the parole board, right? And how they want you to be remorseful, and they do. They do want you to be remorseful, and Bill saying that he won't be. It's still not a guarantee that he won't be paroled. They want you to be remorseful, but you don't have to be remorseful. Do you get what I'm saying? Money talk, BS walk. But in Bill's case, he's saying that nothing didn't happen, so he's not going to admit to that. So that could put him in there for his whole sentence. And Bill's not in good shape as it is, and I don't think he'll make it to his sentence. Now, I watched a video earlier from the Daily Blast, and they were reporting on this situation. And they were saying that Bill sounded incoherent and that he didn't know what he was talking about, and that how he was describing his jail as he's doing. And that's another thing that he said in the interview. He said that he go back to his penthouse and that he's doing good in jail and he's living. And they take that as if Bill is saying like he's losing his mind or whatever. Now, if you have been in jail or whatever, most people, that is your house. You keep your house clean. That's how people refer to it as. And being that Bill goes in with a little bit of money, he's able to afford the little better things that most inmates aren't. So he has to make good, a bad situation good. So I don't really like how the Daily Blast were putting it out, because they were just making it seem they were being real biased. And the big thing about it is they didn't seem like they were being biased because of his charges. They seemed like they were being biased because of his race. You had to go watch it. But Bill, he is being strong about it. And I do like that. I love the fact that he's being strong about it. And as you can see in this picture right here, even when he was going through it, he still had his wife beside him. And she's smiling. Even if it's a front or not, she's being a strong black woman with her black man right beside her. And she's not showing no crack in the exterior. And that's the way you're supposed to be. But right now, it seems like the media is, like I say, that they're twisting the whole thing around. At first, everybody was throwing him against, throwing him to the bus. He did this. We're going to convict him before he's even convicted. And like I said, I'm not taking no for him. But they convicted him, and he's doing his time. And now, even with him saying that he's doing all right, and there people hate that. Well, I mean, how much do you want him to suffer? He's already old. More than likely, he'll pass in prison. I mean, how shouldn't you be happy? And being with the narrative that I see that the media is taking it, it does seem like it's a whole plot and it's political. I really don't see why they would just keep saying the things they say, being that you're already locked up. You get what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of people that's been locked up and they come out and speak, like Charles Manson and Ted Bundy and everybody, all these people, Iceman. They give these interviews, and I've never heard these newscasters portray them the way that they portraying Bill Cosby, and he didn't do none of the stuff that they did. Now, don't get me wrong, what he's in jail for is not good. It's wrong. It is wrong. But it wasn't nothing like they did. The people that he's accused of doing this with, they can go home to their family and make a family and be happy. The people that they done it to are not even here with us anymore. So, I don't understand that little point of it, but that's just how the media portrays things sometimes. And he did the interview with Black Press USA. I'm not for sure if I said that or not, but I want to give them their due too, because that was the first publication that he showed to speak to. And I don't know. I don't know if Bill will make it out this. I really don't know what even to think about. Yo, check this out. Are you in tune with the channel? If you are, man, y'all can go to that Cashapp and that PayPal. It's always in my description. Contribute to the channel any way you can, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share these videos. Don't skip no ads. Y'all know what it is, man.